Hey folks, Matt here for Projects and Adventures. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button. My last couple of videos were more along the lines of preparing for the next pandemic or whatever else the government has planned for us. Along that line, they are going to be shutting down the coal plant that provides electricity for our area and replacing it with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of acres of solar panels, which I'm sure are going to work really well in the middle of the night when it's 40 below in Minnesota. That's just a side note. I'm sure it'll all work out fine. Along that line, I have 3 wood stoves in my garage. One for the garage, one for the house, and then one for the little shop area we've got. And I'm buying up the Class A piping for it. But in order to have the means to heat that, I have a gas chainsaw, 20-inch Husqvarna. Not real impressed with it. I think I'll probably do a video on those later. But along the lines of if the gas supplies are ever interrupted because large numbers of refineries keep going up in smoke in Russia and around the world, which, you know what, they started the war. They had their reasons. I'm not going to get into that. But we have to be able to cut wood. So I have gas, 30 gallons of gas on hand, and that's not going to keep my generator and or my chainsaws running forever. So I decided I would give an electric chainsaw a shot. So I'm going to do a review of this Ryobi. I have the Ryobi Weed Whip, the 40-volt one. I really like it. It's been really nice. I have, like I said, 6 acres. I'm able to weed whip the whole thing on one charge. So I decided to give the Ryobi 14-inch chainsaw here a shot because it's the same battery. I also ordered some batteries that say they're compatible off Amazon. We'll see if they are or not. But we're going to give this thing a shot. I had started cutting the tape open. I realized I should probably video this. So let me set this down for a minute. So we're going to give this Ryobi a shot and see how it works. I had the battery I already have for it charging, so she's at 100%. I've got a couple of small trees that went down the last storm, so I think I'm going to go down and trim those. I mean, this is mainly for trimming up and limbing things and stuff like that. You still have to do bar oil, of course, because your bar is still going to need to be oiled in order to continue operating. But other than that, then you just plug the battery in down there, and it's supposed to be good for 150 cuts. Obviously that's dependent on type of wood and the size of the branches and stuff. You can't get that perfect, but I figure that's probably just as good as a full chain full of gas or a tank full of gas on the other chainsaw. And this one I can recharge from solar if I need to. So if I needed to keep running it, I could. The only other thing I got to figure out is how to sharpen chainsaw blades. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this and get some oil in it. And then take it out probably tomorrow and work on one of the small trees that came down, see how it works. Okay, so we're going to test out this Ryobi electric chainsaw. I got a couple of small trees I need to take down in order to, I'm going to put in a retaining wall along kind of where my finger's pointing along there. That rock line is there, just inside of it, in order to kind of take this area back from the creek bed, because we have a creek that doesn't flow all the time over there, but it also floods in spring depending on the amount of snow we get. So I want to bring this back a little bit as a parking area and just clean up some of these trees that are half dead anyway. The 2 I'm going to take down today. The one I'm going to take down is right there where my finger's at. That's the smaller one. I'm going to take that down with the electric one and cut it up and then stack the wood along the edge here. So we'll see how it works. All right, so that is a tree dropped, cut up. Wasn't a huge one, but probably 8 inches around at the butt, 10 inches around at the bottom. Limbed, cut up with the Ryobi electric 14-inch chainsaw, which is getting more of a limbing chainsaw for me, but I just wanted to show that the thing had some power, and it's actually a pretty slick machine. And that took up 1 bar off the battery. So not bad. I got a couple of backup batteries for it. So I'm going to stack this stuff up, and then I may go for the slightly larger one there. You can see this tree right in front of me here. It's got some green on it, but it's dead at the top and it's dying all the way down. That one's a little bigger though, and it's angled a little different direction, so I might have to get the gas chainsaw out for that. But overall, other than the sound of the chainsaw, it sounds really weird. It sounds like a motor in a plastic box, which is pretty much what it is. It cuts really well. Obviously I got a brand new blade on it, so and you still have to use bar and chain oil. So I filled it up with bar and chain oil when I started, but overall it's pretty slick. I would definitely recommend it. I mean, the thing's only, I think it was 189 bucks, so 200 bucks with taxes. And I already had the battery from my weed whip, so pretty slick. I would recommend it, especially for smaller projects. You don't have to buy gas, and if you're prepping and you're working on limited gas supplies, but you still have a way to charge with solar, it'll work quite well. So remember to hit the subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see you later.